Just in my own practice, I see a lot of hesitancy with the COVID vaccinations, mostly because of the information and how we sort of issued the messaging about the COVID vaccine in a very scary time for many parents, right? But what has happened with time as well is that it now has started to affect other routine childhood vaccinations. And so we've seen it. We've seen measles outbreaks, things that we would have had already stamped out years ago are starting to resurface because of the lack of vaccinations. Me being a provider in the Bronx is pretty evident, where the vaccination rates have been relatively low compared to the national mean.
We are seeing a lot of hesitancy when it comes to COVID-19 vaccines for children. Parents are still very worried and very scared. They don't have as much information as they would like. So decision making regarding the children is kind of difficult.
The vaccination, I know, is to protect everyone, including the kids, but also during the first stages of it, it had a lot of side effects. And as a parent, when you see those things, like, do I want my kid to take this? Do I want to take this? Because it may affect my body, maybe not now, but maybe years down the line.
I would like more information, more knowledge about them, what's in them. So just little things like that is kind of concerning, but not with just COVID, but all the vaccinations.
In my time at Albert Einstein, I have been able to experience the partnerships we've made with both Voces Latinas and the Pandemic Project. We partnered with them in both developing and administering a questionnaire that assesses parents' attitudes towards vaccinating their children to hopefully address those in our future outreach and our work.
So this has been a great collaboration for us because we're able to have a much farther reach to the families and also in a very fun setup and environment.
There's no price that you can put on it when you go out to the community and you see their faces and their gratitude when you're handing them information that otherwise they wouldn't have had, or some PPE supplies that are very hard for them to get because things are very expensive.
A resource can change a person's life. That's really our passion, bringing access, bringing resources, bringing opportunities to low-income communities.
Building that relationship with them has been incredibly crucial. Try to remove the conversation towards what their concerns are as opposed to my concern as the provider. They're really wanting to know that I've heard them. It's not about how much I know, it's about how much I care. And once they know that I care, everything else can fall into place.
The type of messaging I've seen be most effective in the community is things like coloring books that have pictures on it. Kids who may not be able to read yet are able to ask questions to their parents about getting vaccinated and are able to start that conversation at home, even if it's something they might not be informed about yet.
There's a lot of resources and a lot of people in the community that could definitely help. Try to find out as much information as you can that's going to make you feel comfortable enough to be able to make the best decisions for your children.
I took it and I didn't have any side effects or long-term or short, so I do recommend others taking it because it definitely helps to strengthen the immune system.
Do your research, and if this is something that you're comfortable with doing on your free will without being forced to do it.
You have to be comfortable to make that step, and that's what I would encourage. So that's what we did, and what was good is that they didn't have side effects, so that was wonderful.
Our AAMC and CDC sponsored grant has really given us the opportunity to connect with the community. Their support has really helped us get our message across.
Much of the world has moved beyond COVID, but COVID still exists. And other diseases exist. Let's not stop the fight of really sending the message that vaccinations work, and not to be afraid of things that could potentially help your child live productive lives.